Good morning. 9 o'clock straight up, April 4th, 2023 on a Tuesday morning. Let's see if I can get a audio confirmation here. It hasn't come up live yet. Chris is saying, where is he at? How quick were you to ask that question? Tick, tick, tick. Here we go. There's the show. And I've got audio confirmation. Pop out chat. Make it maximize, zoom in a bit. No, Nick Poverman, I can cut wood just by looking at it. I know it's hard to believe, but I saw it with my own two eyes. Saw it. I did not pre-read that one, but I got it. I saw it. Chris laughs at that. Chris, morning to everyone. Nick Poverman, shout out to my Uncle Ralph, who turned 98 today. I will be visiting him on April 19th. I am bringing him a new Windows 11 laptop. He wants to learn it. I started reading that comment, not knowing whether it was a joke or a straight up comment. Yeah, hello to Uncle Ralph. Mike Wojcik, hello everyone. Chris, where is he at? He's late. Chris did that at 9 o'clock a.m. Selden Ball, morning out here. It's morning. Oh, it's 55 degrees. Fahrenheit, partly cloudy. Jeff Ryman, good morning. Bobby Warren, hey Doug, hey Jude. I don't have any emails to respond to, at least not for this channel. I do have emails to respond to. Let's see, Dell Technologies, a couple of clients. A client's got a printer problem after a power outage. And she wants me, she's going to be away at court. A little bit after this show is over, she'll be away at court. And wants me to connect remotely and fix it. So we'll have that to do. I'm going into edit this video that you're watching right now. Go to redirect, see if Ken Stout has anything on tap. He does not. So I'll do forwarding to my show tomorrow, my Fortnite show tomorrow. If anyone else has another show for me to redirect to today, let me know in chat. We'll go do that. I don't have any comments in yesterday's chat to flag. I don't have them flagged to discuss. So about the only remaining thing is what I heard of Josh Kinder's current conundrum on the Ken Stout show last night. I've got two things to add to that I didn't hear discussed. And basically what's going on is Josh has possibly damaged the USB port on his Blue Yeti microphone. And they were trying to get pictures of it, trying to get video of it, and it just wasn't coming clear enough to really see if there was physical damage. And Josh has difficulty with eyesight, so maybe he hasn't been able to see the 5 contact points inside that USB connector. I think it was a micro USB connection, micro or mini, whatever one of those are. But anyway, what I'm the two thoughts that I have in mind is just to say them very quickly. Is for Josh to take that Blue Yeti microphone to Aunt Mary's house and try plugging it in there. So that would eliminate any other issues with the USB cable at Josh's group home or the computer. And then the other thing is in replacing that, Josh, do you really need a Blue Yeti? It seems to me that the Blue Yeti has a bunch of features that kind of are irrelevant to you, and you're just kind of throwing some money at it that you don't really need to do. So I was going to suggest this other microphone that I have shown a few times. And so I plugged it in this morning and realized, oops, there's something that I don't like about this. Is when I pressed the mute button, it didn't give me a clean, solid mute. It muted the microphone, but then it came back a little bit and went away. So it wasn't a reliable mute. This is like a $15 microphone, something like that. But there's other things in between. Now, also, this one might not be good for him because if he were to try to move this or something, he'd have to use 2 hands because it's kind of light on the desk. But I have sold this to a couple of clients, and they've been happy with it. And the USB cable, I want it to be stationary, not get moved around a lot. Because one thought that I had about this is Josh could pick it up off the table and take it other places of the room. But if you move these around a lot, those USB cables just don't seem to last very well. And then there was also a question about whether what model Josh had of the Blue Yeti, and he told us that he ordered it from Amazon. So you can go into your profile up here on Amazon and click orders, and then click in search all orders and type in Blue Yeti. And you should be able to find the exact model that you bought. So here's the one that I have. And I was thinking about this Blue Yeti. It's got a lot of features that I don't think Josh really needs, because it has these the dials on the front. There's the volume that's going to control the volume for the headset that you have plugged into the Blue Yeti, because you can actually plug in a headset to the Blue Yeti so that you're hearing through it. So you're turning the volume up and down. I don't think he uses that. There's the mute button on the Blue Yeti itself. I can move my mouse off of here. Yeah, that mute button there. So he probably uses that. And then it has stereo capability. It has these extra knobs on the back. Is it going to show me the knobs on the back? Really? Okay. Yeah, 3 capsule microphone array. So there's like 3 microphones in there, so that you can get the stereo, you can get sound from the back or from the front. And there's this pattern switch. Does he ever need that? I'm hard pressed to imagine why. He doesn't use the desktop stand. He's got it mounted on some kind of a boom arm or something like that. But if you like it, you like it. But it seems like there's a lot of features you're paying for there that are not really being utilized. So my 2 thoughts is a different microphone replacement, and the other thought was to take it to Aunt Mary's and plug it in there and see if it works. And then there was the other thought that they were talking about last night about shipping it to one of the other Zoom homies who can take it apart and repair it. But that sounds, you're almost going to spend half the price of what it would cost to just buy another one. And then if you were to buy a lesser expensive microphone, it'd be even less costly. Let's go see what's going on in chat and see if there's any questions to talk about, because I'm kind of out of topics here. Did we start at a later time today? No, 9 o'clock is the start time. If you're responding to Chris Garrett's harassment up here, where is he at? No, I was not late. I have another recommendation. Her name is Jenna. Oh, Bobby Warren. Yeah, Bobby Warren gave me a channel to consider yesterday for reaching out to, and I said I would reach out to him, but I would look at his content first. I did not care for his content. I couldn't find any of his content that I would consider family friendly or safe for work. Yeah, his use of language is not gonna work well for me. Her name is Jenna. Said you're gonna have to give me more than that. Oh, here's the channel. So I'll consider that. I'm not going to reach out to the one that you recommended yesterday. Also, the one recommended yesterday was, I don't know, over 20,000 or 30,000 subscribers, but his views on his videos were less than half of my usual views. So that also was not encouraging. So here, let's looking at Jenna. Let's see, shorts, videos. She doesn't even do live streams, it looks like. Videos 6 days ago, 9 days ago, 13 days ago. So she's active. And how's 2,000 views, 4,000 views. Yeah, see, those are good views. That other channel from yesterday was less than 100 views. And for the amount of subscribers he had like 10 times this number of subscribers, but far less views. So I'll take a look at that content and consider that. I also come across another channel yesterday that I'm very interested in. He's a tech. Let's see if I can go bring that up, because I think I saw some of you in his live chat. Go see if I can bring him up. He looked like mostly a hardware person. I'll need to go to my subscriptions And can I see my recently subscribed channels? This looks like a... Going to take longer than I think because I don't know how quickly to get to recently subscribed channels. I'm not recognizing it right offhand. So let's go back to chat. Dennis, already 89 degrees, humidity 66 degrees, feels like 100 in here from Botania, Panama. Greg was able to fix one of those dead Optiplex power supply bulging capacitors. Optiplex PS. Am I right reading that as power supplies? Bulging capacitors inside a power supply? You fix one of those? Wow. I detest mini USB connectors. Lawn Dog to Jeff, giving us a weather report there. Honeysuckle Beach. Looks like he's given us his a link to his location. Hayden, Idaho. Wow. Man, if that's your front lawn, your golf course that you live on, is that what you're telling us? I don't think so. USB ports can be replaced by third-party shops. Yeah, that was discussed a lot, but by the time you go to the trouble of taking it there and pay the repair bill, people were talking about the cost of the USB port replacement and then disassembling it. But if you're going to take it to somebody, they're going to charge you for their service. Not everybody gives their service time for free, but we do have somebody in the community that could send it to and probably would do the service for free. But then by the time you pay the shipping both ways and the part, is it really worth doing that? Chris says, I told Josh he should get a red Yeti. Or how about a red Jetta? That's a car. He wants to be a cool geek. Jeff Ryman just looked up where Hayden, Idaho is located. I live in Idaho Falls, the summer of 1968, while I worked summer as a student at Argonne National Laboratory West. And I can't scroll down while that menu is showing, so click in the chat room and the chat line and figure out where I was at. Dennis, my Amazon orders still have 3 items undelivered, yet I have everything. I've seen the Amazon account page having delivery status wrong. Chris says, I do not need one, but would like to have one. Yeah, I'd like to have a Maserati. I don't need it, but I'd like to have it. Lawn Dog to Jeff, if you would have bought property here, you would be potentially swimming in money. Much growth here. God, there's Chris explaining his comment. He's saying I was 30 seconds late. Jeff, I was just a poor undergraduate student in those days. Could pay the rent, but nothing left over to invest. Black Serendipity, hello to you. John Williams, hope you have a good appointment with the new dentist's office. Good morning. Yeah, I went to a new dentist yesterday. It was a mixed bag of how I felt about it. They called me about half an hour before the appointment, told me they were running late. Could we move it back half an hour? I said, sure, and thanks for calling, because I've had other medical offices, dental offices, let you come in and just sit. But it was a little bit weird. When I got to their office, it was a nice office, but there were no patients, 0 patients, none in the waiting room, none in the treatment chairs. I knew that because I went in to use the restroom when I arrived 10 minutes early. And the staff looked like they were just arriving to start for the day. But nice office, nice equipment, new equipment. I was looking at the information on the counter, and the doctor has been in practice since 1987, and he got his dental degree in Mexico. And when I did finally get to interact with him, he's not real good with English, but he seemed to be pretty skilled and talented. I did not like that when they gave me a treatment plan, they were not able to tell me how much my insurance was knocking the price down, but they were telling me this is the amount that I have to pay. But they didn't know how much my insurance is going to pay. That's weird. And they sent me the treatment plan by email, but it was a JPEG. Like they took a photo of it from a cell phone. That was a little weird. So jury's out. I still have my old dentist on the hook. I could go back to him, and I'm a cash patient with him. All right. Well, that was a squirrel, wasn't it? What about this channel? Nick says, okay, let's go look at that. See what this channel is. Bitwit, 2.42 million subscribers. The likelihood that he'd be willing to do collaborations with me, highly unlikely, because I'm such a small channel. I don't bring much to the table. 25,000 views, 72,000 views. Laptop, mega power. I mean, it'd be great if somebody has an inside with this person. It looks like he does unique thumbnails every time. Looks like he's doing a good job. He may even be big enough to have a staff at that. 1,000 videos. His live shows, 15,000 views from a month ago, 3 months ago, 5 months ago. So he doesn't do a lot of live shows. And maybe only 3 is all he's done. It's been around for how long? 2012. Yeah, I'm a little reluctant to pursue somebody that's this large, because what do I have to offer to him? I would just buy a new Blue Yeti from Chris. Speedy. Well, you know, some people were saying on the show that it's only $100. Well, $100 is not an insignificant amount of money. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't quite like this TK Gal. Let's go see how much that one is. I'll mark myself for Speedy C is where I'm going to come back to. Go look at the TK Gal and see how much that one is. Here we go. See, I bought it a few times. I've got one for myself, and I have this one on hand, and I've loaned it out a few times. Go click on that, and we see that it is $10. That's like really cheap. And even Josh's voice on the show last night, I didn't have any problem with it. I was hearing him just fine. I guess he was using the webcam's microphone. Red Yeti is an insulated tumbler sold on Amazon. All right, well, since I don't have any show to redirect to, and I don't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about, Red Yeti. Dog bowl. Really? It's a dog bowl? That doesn't look like a dog bowl. A tumbler. And then if I look at the dog bowl, Red Yeti dog bowls for large dogs. There we go. Oh, look, it's even got the word Yeti on it. $95. Yeti Boomer 8 stainless steel non-slip dog bowl holds 64 ounces. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. That Fido, that's man, that's expensive. Hello, Catherine Anna Hauserman. Mike Navoli, I love Lyle. Lyle, you're referring to Carrie Holzman's dog that passed away? Or where was Lyle? Where did we see Lyle? Was Lyle one of those YouTube shows that somebody was referring me to? Could be that was his name. Bitwit used to be Paul's Hardware, also a YouTube channel partner. So Bitwit, that's this one. Yeah, a YouTube channel partner, that's kind of big channel. Who is Lyle? Mike Novelli. Are you going to LTX? He will be there. So will a lot of other big name tech YouTubers I can introduce you. No, I don't. I do not travel. I do not even travel for family. I have troubles traveling, so that's enough of that. He streams on Twitch, used to work for Newegg. And yeah, again, the large channels, I don't have anything to offer to them, really. I need to be doing collaborations with not huge channels that are large enough to have staff. I need to be somewhere in the 10,000 to 20,000, even up to 100,000, I think would still be interested in collaborating with me. But it's not enough for them to just be a significant channel. They need to be willing to do collaborations, have family-friendly, safe for work content, somewhat positive rather than somebody that's just always slamming other people or other companies. So there's some things about, there's some criteria about who I'd be willing to collaborate with. They are based in the San Gabriel Valley in California. Let's see, Paul's Hardware. Let's see, hellos. I just like fixing things rather than simply tossing them out and buying yet new again. Yeah. Now, one thing here is that if Josh were to buy a new microphone, he could still send his damaged one to the other person in our community. I don't remember who it was right now. And just give it to them. They can repair it and do whatever they like with it. That would be a way to not just throw it away. $95 for a dog bowl. Max deserves the best, Chris. Yeah, buy it for him. Still trying to figure out who Lyle is. I'm guessing Lyle is Bitwit's fake brother. Bitwit is Kyle. So the guy in the Bitwit channel is Kyle, and Lyle is his fake brother. Unlike around here, we have other Dougs. He gives different names to his fake personas. Lyle is Bitwit Kyle's alternate personality. Go look at some of his reviews. I guess maybe when he reviews products, he brings in his alternate personality. Yeti is the brand. I think that's brand rather than brand. Like Yeti that makes coolers. Blue is the company that Corsair purchased that makes audio products such as Blue Yeti. Greg M. used to subscribe to Bitwit. I never spent $95 for a dog, let alone a dog bowl. Would you spend that much on a veterinarian for your much-loved dog? I'll guess the answer is yes for that. Kyle's alternate personality. Hellos between Jeff and Catherine. Nick Poverman, have you ever watched Professor Messer on YouTube? I don't recognize that. Let's see, it's a little difficult to highlight things because of this messy thing that's happening with YouTube now. So if I go, let's see, I can't bring up my paste buffer history safely. So Professor, I'm using my clipboard history to put that in and not showing my clipboard history because it did have the URL to my medical records. Although I don't think you could see them without actually logging into that account. Professor Messer is live right now. A+ study group. Take a quick look at that. Here he is. And pause. I'll stop that there. 716 subscribers, 414 watching now. Well, that sounds really good. And here's people in his chat room. Okay. Professor Messer. I'll subscribe to that. And then go look at his channel content. And live shows. How often does he do live shows? 4 waiting, 7 waiting, 4 waiting, 2 waiting. It looks like he's scheduled out into the future. It looks like about once a week. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, so that's active. He doesn't overstress about unique thumbnails as don't I. Oh, and he does this credentials. So it looks like he's probably big on helping people get their A+ credentials and so on. Yeah, so that sounds like a good pairing because he's not going after troubles with computers, trying to solve them, but he's going for uh, passing tests. Yeah, that sounds interesting. If someone has the parts and can use a soldering iron, it may be fun to fix it, but getting the part and taking the time, may as well get a new one. Yeah, the person who is volunteering to repair it, I think, has done some other tinkering with soldering and stuff. Who was that? Tell me who that was so I give him credit. Look at Paul's Hardware. He is family friendly. Paul's Hardware. Let's go over there. Paul's Hardware. Doug, why are you typing in all caps? Paul's Hardware, 1.44 million subscribers. That again seems a little bit out of my league. There's live shows 3 months ago, 8 months ago, 1 year ago. Yeah, he's not very regular with live shows, but he does do collaborations. That's intriguing. I'll go check out some of those collaborations and see if if that shows that he's willing to do collaborations with smaller channels. That'd be awesome. Lots of views. That looks really interesting. Subscribe to that. Then Paul's Hardware, Samsung CU01 microphone. Again, I can't. YouTube, please fix that annoyance. No, not YouTube. I want to go to Amazon. I'll take that off screen, see if my clipboard memory is okay. Yes, that's enough. You can see a little bit of my patient records URL down there, but not enough. So I can click on Samsung, Windows key V, and then click on the other one, and then see what this is. Samsung CU01. I'm not seeing CU01. I'm doing a Control F search for that. It shows there. None of these are claiming to be CU01. Q2, yeah, so I don't know what this CU01 is because I'm not seeing that there. They don't make many things today that are designed to be easily repaired, right? Dennis gives Paul's Hardware. I think I found him all right, didn't I? Yeah, I did. William Dawson. Oh, it was William Dawson that was volunteering to repair the Blue Yeti. I think it'd be fun to see him do the repair because he might, I don't know that he actually is publishing videos, but he could come on Zoom and share his camera and actually do the work on the Ken Stout live show. That'd be fun. Mike Novelli, Lyle reacts to The Verge's PC build guide. Oh, Lyle is the fictitious brother. Got it, I think. That is Bitwit with Paul. Got it. All right. Well, there we're just about done with the half hour. I'm caught up on chat, given some thoughts about Josh's situation. And let's see, there's another comment that I was thinking to make about the collaborations. I don't know. I think I've got. Thank you for those suggestions. That's actually more than I was thinking I was going to get in response. Those are some good ideas there. But when you should suggest something to me, I definitely want family friendly, safe for work content, content that's not bashing others, and it'd be ideally subscriptions somewhere probably a bit above mine, could be at my level, but I'd want them to have a good number of viewers on the content. What else should I say about that? Ideal that one in there that looked like they have already doing collaborations, doing interviews. That looks great. And that one was a 1 million something subscribers. So that's going to be good. I'll follow up with that. Look into it more. Okay, there's a couple other comments in chat and it's not showing up. Oh, yes. See, there's other comments in chat right now. I can see it on my other screen, but it's not showing up here because I have to scroll up a bit and then hit the blue arrow. Then I can see these others. My bad, Samsung C01U. Okay, we'll go look at that, Jim. Mike Novelli, Paul's Hardware had a live show with Bitwit every week back when Bitwit was named Awesome Sauce. They called it Awesome Hardware, but it stopped over a year ago. All right, C01U. Let's try that. Try that again. Come on. Now I can't even click in here. Oh, I got to get out of that. Control F. Find C01U. See what that is. C01U Pro, $45. And I wonder if that will work on the same mount that he uses for the Blue Yeti. Let's go see what the mounting connectors looks like. They're not going to show us the bottom of it, are they? It's probably, yeah, with that stand that it's got, it's a very common standard mounting threads, but the Blue Yeti is thicker, larger. So anyway, I think we got the idea across, suggesting that Josh consider some other microphone. And there's Josh. So Josh, if you didn't start with us at the beginning, we talked about your issue with the microphone quite a bit. There might be some ideas there that you didn't think of. Well, particularly take your Blue Yeti to Aunt Mary's, plug it in there, and that'll confirm that it's damaged, unless you can get a good view of the pins on it. And the other was my suggestion about some other microphones, because the Blue Yeti has a lot of features that you don't use, you don't need. So it's like you're throwing money down the drain, I think, for that. Okay, that's all. If you want to send a question for me to respond to that email address, that's one method. Second method is to leave a comment on any video. Third method is ask a question in the chat room. So I hope that's been useful. Have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye.